How's it going, guys? Welcome back to MTG Ownage. My name is Matt, and today we're going to be looking at a deck that is built around Titan's Nest and Mutate. Now, this is a deck I did, I made this a long time ago, and I just decided to revisit it, give it a little test. Its basic goal is to get the Titan's Nest in play, and just to drop fatties. I love these kind of decks. And I'm sort of testing a lot of things. I got one Return of the Wild Speaker. Of course, I got the Starix. Of course, I got the Gnar. Of course, I've got some Nissa. And I've got a bunch of foresty lands like forest, more forest. Not a whole lot of blue in here, but we are running Kinnan. She's a nice just mana dump if we get a ton of mana. We're running some other pretty strong cards like Cavalier Thorns. We're trying out the Bioquartz Space Godzilla. We're trying out Vivian in here. And we got some big boys that try to end the game. Of course, Chittering Harvester to just wreck our opponent's board. Aggressive Mammoth, maybe he's going to be sideboarded out a lot of times, but he's just something that kind of helps end the game if things get, stalemate-ish. Kogla, Villas, Nyx Bloom Ancient. We basically want to get a ton of mana. Now, there isn't a whole lot of X spells in here, which was something I was kind of thinking about. So maybe I'll drop a Starix and maybe drop another one of these guys. And do that. But I've got stuff like Arboretum Elemental, which is sort of weird, but he's got hexproof. So things with hexproof are really good, of course, with the Mutate, because you can mutate all over him. I'm actually going to get rid of this Aggressive Mammoth too. And I think we're going to drop a couple X spells in here, because we've just got ways to get a ton of mana. So let's just look for some X spells here and see what we can get. I don't know, it's kind of hard to sort by X spells. Now this could be something that is also really good at ending stalemates, so maybe we'll drop that in there. 3 Great Henges might be a bit much, so I could actually drop one of those. We've also got Tameo, Collector of Tales. She's pretty good with like things with like Cavalier's Thorns. She's also really good with Titan's Nest because it gets more stuff in your yard. I'm just running one Spectral Sailor. Let's see how many lands do I have. I have 27 lands. That might be a bit excessive. A lot of them do have cycling. I think we're going to drop a Castle Garenbrig. And I could now put in Ugin. I actually made this deck before 2021 came out, so maybe Ugin would be a good card to put in here. I think I'm going to do that. I really want to stick with some of the core of it and not change it too much. I think I did a video on this a long time ago. So let's look at these big drops here. And okay, so we put in a Kiora, and we could put in, there's a lot of stuff we could put in here. But ultimately, we want things that we can really scale hard off of. So where's that Ugin? There's Ugin. Let's drop an Ugin in there. And how do we find the X spells easily? I don't know. But I'm thinking there's a beast I want that's pretty big. Not the Godzilla. But let's see here. Hydroid Krasis. And of course another nice X spell that's a Hydra is the Voracious Hydra. So maybe we'll just put like one of each of those in there. And that'll give us some options. I don't really want to drop any of those. But let's see, what could we drop out of this deck? Maybe these Great Horns are good, but they're not like super good. You don't want to really draw too many, so I'll drop one of those and put in the Hydra. I also do have a sideboard. I really threw it together quite quickly, but it's got some gust. It's got some negates for people who like to do board resets, and a few other just various things to help against aggro decks. Another anti-board reset. So board reset's sort of our worst case scenario. We really don't want to get our board reset. Other than that, this is just a big test deck, but I am going to try it in the best of 3 format. And then, to be perfectly honest, I haven't really researched Titan's Nest Type 2 decks, so I'm giving it my own go with like very little, whatchamacallit. Okay, what did I got to make sure I actually picked a format I want to play. I'm kind of giving this a test without doing a whole lot of research, is what I'm trying to say here. So there's going to be a lot of room for improvement. Okay, back to home. Hit play. Traditional, standard, ranked. Yeah, best of 3 with the sideboard. Okay, let's try that. And I just basically want to see how this deck goes. Now, I haven't played a whole lot this month yet. It's, let's see, August 7th when I'm playing here. So we've got a lot of time to sort of sort out a rank. We're sort of low rank at this point. Low compared to usually what we get up to. Usually I get to low diamond by the end of the month, but also I don't play a whole lot. I don't play every day. I play every 3 days or so usually. So that's I guess to be expected. But if this channel ramps up and people are super interested in leaving lots of comments, I would definitely play more. It's not that it totally relies on that. It's just that I have a lot of stuff going on, and I sort of have to prioritize what's best for me and my livelihood. And I can't be playing Magic all day and it just eating all my time and not and giving me no reward, because that's kind of what this does right now. Sure, I get to interact with people and that's super cool, but ultimately I've got to pay bills and all that stuff, so let's not talk about that too much. But just wanted to like get that out there as a way of being, you know, explicitly honest with you guys. Okay, well this start looks pretty good. There's only 2 Starks in the deck, but you know how we feel about the randomization. I don't think they have a very good randomizer in this particular program. It's probably because I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much, but it doesn't seem like they have the best randomization. Wow, this guy is just laying it on hard and fast. I think we're just going to play an island and get Tameo out. And not what I wanted to cast. Let's see, Tameo. And we'll +1 her up. And let's see, what would be super good? Cavalier Thorns would be pretty good right now. Chittering Harvester would be pretty good right now. I think we're gonna look for Cavalier Thorns, because we could cast him next turn if we get it. Oh, we got 2 of them. We got 2 of them. Oh my, that's the only 2 in the deck. So yeah, I was starting to hint at the RNG being absolute garbage in this game, but yes, just yes, it is. There's no doubt about it. The RNG is really weird. There's definitely something awkward going on about it. So we're gonna pay some life, play the Cavalier of Thorns, and looks like he is holding either Karametra's Blessing or that other card. Put a land card. Okay, we have no lands. That's really rare. Once again, the RNG is awkward in this game. So he does have a 1 casting cost thing in his hand, or it might just be the Alcide waiting. I don't see anything super obvious here. I guess we'd be looking for at this point maybe a Nissa, or yeah, let's go Titan's Nest. You know, I didn't actually look at my graveyard to see how many Titan's Nests were in the yard. There's only 1 left in the deck, so we didn't get it. Alright, that's fine. Fair enough. We'll go ahead and just watch what happens here. And he plays a Luris. Okay, now he can keep playing that and keep getting... Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. So this guy's going to be a little hard to beat. He's got a very fast deck, very fast aggro-y deck. Being that I'm a test deck and I'm just jumping straight into competitive, I'm not expecting like a whole lot of amazing stuff going on here. We'll just kind of do the best with what we got. But, you know, I've got some high hopes. Okay, so if we play this and pay some life, we can play our Starks, which is pretty optimal here, and I think we'll just drop it on the Druid for now, because we want our Cavalier of Thorns to be chilling like a villain. We've got the land. We could attack. Attacking sounds good, but I think we want to hold because our life total is kind of low. We don't have much life gain. Yeah, and this sort of opens it up. This is like the Titan's Nest video. I just want to make this really all about Titan's Nest. It's got 3 colors. It has some serious potential for sure. I mean, you could essentially get as much mana as you want in 1 turn. So it's like, what can you do with all that mana? Sure, I've got a lot of big creatures, but am I optimizing it? Is this like an optimal deck? Not really. I don't think it really is. This guy is just going wide. I wish I had some sort of board reset. He could just swing in hard and, you know, go for the throat sort of thing, but it looks like he's just passing, which I'm totally okay with at this point. Now I could draw a bunch of cards, or I could double Starks. I think double Starks is the way to go here. By double, I mean I'm just wait. Actually, it's 3. Do I get 3 procs here? Am I getting this right? Because this one procs twice. This one procs twice. That's 4. So we're gonna get 4 permanents. Now, if I'm understanding this right, yeah, 2 and 2, 4 permanents. This could be insane. So we got a couple there. Titan's Nest and Great Henge. We got a couple more there. just wow. Just absolutely wow. Okay, so we're gonna play this Triome, And now we have a lot of cards in our graveyard. Tamiyo's really good with Titan's Nest. And so is Cavalier of Thorns. They just dump stuff into your yard and you just play stuff all day. So I think we're going to do that. So we tap 3 green here, 3 here. Let's remove a few things that we're never going to get back, like Paradise Druid, and that's fine. And let's do one more. Paradise Druid again. That's fine. We could even drop the Ugin and get more crazy with it, but I think we're just going to do this Wild Speaker for now. Or Wild Speaker, Cavalier of Thorns. And, you know, we get to draw a bunch of cards, we get more stuff into play, and pretty soon here, we'll play that. That way we can get some, oh, Chittering Harvester, I really kind of wanted him. That way we just keep going buck wild, basically. Now, I want to get a forest here. Hopefully I've got one left in the deck. It looks like there's 2. That way I can remove something here. We'll just remove a forest. Never going to get that back. And we can play this Paradise Druid. Now, kind of the goal next turn is to return to the Wild Speaker and just, boom, explode. I kind of need to kill that Lurrus. But my deck's sort of going off in the way it's supposed to at this point. And, oh my, just oh my. Okay, so I think we're going to wait till end of turn here and not attack. No need to attack. I'm kind of debating what to do here. I think, you know, Ugin sounds really good. He's out of cards in hand. I could Ugin, kill Lurrus, start swinging, put the pressure on. I do have to think about my health and his counter retaliate and what things he might have. Okay, yeah, that's it. We have got to do the Ugin. Do we have another return to the Wild Speaker? There's only... I can't remember how many I have in the deck. I think I only have 1, so I don't really want to spend it right now. I kind of want to use it as a kill card. So, Titan's Nest proc. We got a Villas. I'm going to keep that. That's, you know, that's like a game ender. So we could do this. I'm going to Titan's Nest for a lot of this colorless mana. Let's get rid of that. You know, the thing about Titan's Nest in this client is it's a bit slow, but I don't think anyone's going to care too much. Get rid of the Great Horn. Then we're going to play that again. We're basically just going to dump everything we can. I'm not really trying to overthink it here. Fabled Passage is another thing that gets stuff into the graveyard. These lands are pretty good for that reason. And what else are we never going to get back? Cannon? Probably not. I'm only down to 19 cards in my yard, so maybe I could think about going cards that... yeah, I guess we'll get rid of a Titan's Nest. That's 6 mana. Tap this. We'll play the Ugin. And yeah, we've got to shoot that Lurrus before it gets any bigger. Yeah, he's just done. Okay. Well, yeah, that's the appropriate thing to do. Wait a second. Titan's Nest only lets you cast creatures. I was totally misplaying there, actually. But yeah, whatever. It's fine. So we kind of saw his deck now. See how it works. Maybe we could put in a little bit of removal because he's probably going to aggro us and start swinging fast. So we could let's take out the Mammoth. I thought I actually took that out already. And let's just throw in, like, well, I don't know, one Eliminate. Sure, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're not going to try to overthink it here. He doesn't seem to really have any removal, which is good for us because our board swarm becomes massive very quickly. Ooh, a 1 land hand. This is not good. We're gonna mulligan that. 2 land, 3 lands. This is better. Yeah, we can deal with this. We got even a Great Horn, and we got to put something back. Probably this. Yeah, I guess the Next Bloom Ancient here. It's kind of a tough choice, but it's a 7-drop. I'm probably, you know, there's a chance you won't even get to your biggest card if you have it in your opening hand. If your opponent gets a really good start, so you might as well put that on the bottom. And it's not like I don't have other card draw, other card advantage. I've got the Chittering Harvester. And we can just play some lands here. Okay, looks like he's having a kind of a slow start too, which is good for me. Now 2 Great Horns is a bit crazy at this point, because I can just get them both going, and I'll just get everything out of my hand pretty quickly. Out of my deck, I mean, all the lands. So I guess we just do that. Let's go ahead and get the ramp started. course, because why not? We'll get our one. We've got what we need. Let's get up. This has pretty much all the colors we need. I guess we could have gotten the blue mana. We'll do that next time. Because the Endatha Triome doesn't produce blue. Yeah, we'll just keep this train rolling. Keep getting our mana. It won't be too long before we have everything going. Yep, another one. And we'll get that. There we go. Play the Triome. And we'll assume he has removal, even though we don't think he does, because our Mutate stack is just really important right now. So important that I would be a little upset if he did something like Shatter the Sky. It's just this Chittering Harvester is going to become a value machine here real soon, but also we've got Kogla. Kogla's pretty cool too. And I can't return the Great Horn because it's now a beast, no longer, well, it never was a human. Kogla, I didn't really think about that. Only returns humans. Most of my creatures aren't humans. That's okay though, we're just going to go and do this. For now, we'll just get like an absurd Mutate stack going. Because why not? One land, we're about to get another land. About got all the basics out of our deck already. So yeah, I think cutting some of the Migratory Greathorns was a good choice. It seems like 4 of them is just way too many. The 2 feels alright. Actually, I don't know what it is with this RNG, but have you guys noticed that when there's 2 of something in your deck, if you draw one of them, you almost always draw the other? There's weird stuff like that going on with the RNG. It seems like all the time. I'm going to play this tapped. I think we'll just cycle that Triome later. So we will pass the turn here. Like, what could he have that's white that targets and kills a creature? Most of the stuff is on attack, like, or destroy a tapped creature or something like that. Which he probably isn't running, but yeah, we'll take a little risk here and cycle. For the tempo. He didn't do anything. Okay, we're lucky. Alright, we got the Starks now. Alright, now things just kind of scale out of control at this point. Let's go ahead and mutate this onto the Chitterer. I'll put it on top. And here we go. Yeah, no more lands left, so we'll decline all those. And we get 4 things. We'll pay the 2 life on that. Oh my. Things just went just totally bonkers here. It's got a giant killer. That's totally fine. We can put something on top. I guess we'll put a cycling land. We'll just, we can't pick the Cavalier. Okay, yeah, we'll put the cycling land on top. Sure, why not? We can just cycle it again. I guess. Sort of a weird. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Even better. We get to put it into play. I didn't even realize that was going to happen, but yes. So now we can play Kogla. Kogla is not important. Let's think about this here. The thing about Kogla is if he has a board wipe, it's done. I'm over. It's GG. But so we're gonna hold him back as kind of a fail-safe. We've got enough board presence to end the game. He's really gonna have to. Okay, well I should have saw that coming, but that's okay. We do have the Kogla still as our backup plan, which is ideal for us. So we'll play the Kogla, kill the giant killer, and then we get to swing for 6, which is still quite nice with these Trumpeting Gnars. Maybe I have too many Trumpeting Gnars in the deck. It's entirely possible. I think I only have 2. He's going to Banishing Light, probably the Kogla. I can't do anything about that, but he's still going to take 6 next turn. So, you know, he's really not in a good spot here. Yeah, we'll do the attack. He's going to block 1. Hopefully, you know, he's hoping to have something to stop this. We'll go ahead and cycle. See what we get. Another land. I'm going to pretend to have something in my hand and just hold it here. Hold the castle. Hoping to draw something that can give me a bunch of cards. Okay, he's struggling. He's struggling to hang on at this point. There's that. I don't know. Is that a glitch? You see how that card's like in a weird position there? So we got Vivian, Monster's Advocate. Let's see here. Let's think about this a little bit. Let's just go ahead and play her Maybe I should have waited, but I want to see what my top card is. Yes, the Hydra. Thank you very much. Okay, there's 6 mana, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have a 9 drop here. That's pretty big. 9. We'll have it fight the Lurrus, because why not? And he quits. Alright. So we absolutely owned. We're in sort of low tier against an awkward deck, so that's not super like super telling of how good the deck is, but that felt pretty good. Like, I thought I was gonna have trouble, but just based on him not having removal, we put him in a tight spot quick. Alright, so we'll see what happens at the next one with the next game. We'll see if we get anything. See if we have some tough matchups. I actually want some tough matchups so I get a better idea of what I should be doing with this deck and what I need to consider handling. I'm so glad Cat Oven's gone. Oh jeez, yeah, that ban was like the most glorious thing I've ever heard. The newest ban. This is also not a good hand. We're going down to 5. Well, you know, we'll get okay. We'll get rid of a Paradise Druid. Yes, we get rid of the Hydra. I don't know. Maybe I should have got rid of the Great Hinge. Oh well. Not a great start. Looks like we're up against some sort of Gruul. Weird thing about this deck, yeah, I do have these Triomes because they're forest. Mainly because they're forest. I don't really use white, but I could splash a little white. It gives me some options. I'm really a 3-color deck, but I look like a 4-color deck. How many options can you possibly have as Thurget, however you say that name? Just play your card and let's do the game of Magic. Or maybe you win AFK. I don't know. Throw of Possibility. He discarded a Blast Zone. Wow, he must be a little. I sense a little desperation there, which is sort of odd. Maybe you should have mulliganed, sir. I mulliganed. I wasn't scared to mulligan. Yeah, that's one thing you kind of get used to after a while. It's just like mulliganing wins games. You don't want to take that opening hand that just has nothing going on. You're just guaranteed to lose. If you're going to swing, I'm not going to block. Fine by me. We'll play this, pay 2 life, play this guy, put one there, over top. Yep, sounds good. Get a land. We have everything but blue mana, so I will just grab the blue mana. And no attacks here. Now we got a blocker. Really surprised that he discarded a Blast Zone. Is he some sort of graveyard deck? I don't know. He's a Gruul deck. We'll see though. I've been confused by decks before and thought they're going to be weak and they weren't. So I guess we'll see. This is a really odd choice for him. I mean, he must have some sort of board wipe because who attacks and just loses their creature this early in the game for a tiny bit of damage? Not very many people. Very awkward. Very, very awkward. We got plenty of green mana. We got plenty of... Now we'll get more. It's fine. So we'll play the Cavalier of Thorns here. Things are looking good. No lands, though. That's really, really rare. But a lot of big creatures. I think we're going to go ahead and swing here. We've got plenty of mana. If he kills our Great Horn, it's not that big of a deal. We've got an Arboretum, whatever this is. Arboretum Elemental. As a backup, very odd card. You don't see anybody playing this really, but being that my deck tends to swarm the board, and this has Convoke and Hexproof, it's really good to mutate on. So a bit of an odd card, but okay, he just transmogged into a Grobber of the Rich. Things aren't looking good for him. Not gonna sugarcoat it. You know, it's really looking pretty sketchy for you, sir. So we'll go ahead and send all the pain here. Might as well not hold back. Let's just try to end this game. He's only got 4 cards in his hand. Like, what could he possibly do that's going to be absolutely devastating? I don't know. Even a Storm's Wrath would still leave the Cavalier of Thorns, so he's in trouble. Grazer is not going to do you much good. It'll hold me off for a tiny bit of time, but The Grazer's an interesting card. It's really good, but it's only really good if you can really get the extra bonus. So he's a... okay, he's just a... he's a Yadaro deck. That's kind of what I'm gathering here. Not like 100% on that, but something's going on where Yadaro is a big card. Okay, we'll take some life. Might as well tap the Great Hinge to gain the 2 life, if nothing else. Got a Triumph. Okay, so I think the Trample is the way to go here. Yeah, we get this Trample out, then we just put the pressure on. His chump blocking is not quite as effective. It's pretty good. Aggressive Mammoth, I think, is a very underrated card. Very, very underrated. 6 for an 8/8 is already good, but being that it just gives all your stuff Trample is insane. I guess we are taking advantage of a little bit of the white here with the Mythos of the Nethroi, something we haven't really talked about before. Now, what is going on with his deck? His deck doesn't seem that effective. So I'm not really sure what to think, what to sideboard out, if we should care about any of this stuff. I think we're just going to go with it. I could put in like an Ether Gust. Ether Gust is obviously pretty good. Top or bottom of their library, that could totally get rid of something. So what's not very good in our deck? Let's think about this for a second. I guess, you know, we could take out any of these big guys and that would be fine. We're just going to keep it how it is, though. This is fine. We'll put, you know, I feel like our deck pretty hands down just absolutely spanked him that time. So let's let him make the tough decisions of what to sideboard. And I just realized I gotta go check something in the oven while he's sideboarding. Okay, went and did the thing with the oven. Back, still waiting for our opponent. Interesting. This is what ruins Magic. Now, let's see. The game itself is great. The players, on the other hand, very confused. Such a complicated game. Requires a high level of intelligence. Alrighty, if you play this game, I think you're smart. And I think you're a smart guy. What do we even want to get rid of here? Everything's so good. So good. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. If you were me, which one of these would you toss? All these are great. We could get the Trumpeting Gnar going. We can get the Titan's Nest going. I feel like the Titan's Nest is the one to get rid of here, even though it's a really tough choice. I gotta set a timer. Set timer for 15 minutes. I love technology. This is great. You just say stuff to your phone and it does it. Is that like the best thing ever? I feel like it's the best thing ever. Alright, let's go ahead and play this Druid. See, now I'm thinking I should have tossed one of the lands because I drew a land, but you know, you can't count on that. You gotta go with the guaranteed sometimes. That's how you win games, is you go with the more stable option. Stability in a deck or in a hand means a lot more than luck, I feel like. He's running Clothis, Quick Clothis, which isn't actually that good against us. Yeah, we're going to go for the Pain Life, playing the Gnar, and we'll just go ahead and... I didn't actually think about this too much. Let's go with the Great Horn. Mutate this over top of the... Okay, and then yeah, we can do our Gnar next turn, and it'll be super effective. Do we attack? No. I feel like he's going to kill it if we attack. He's probably got a Lava Coil or something like that. I don't know. Do you run Lava Coil if you're playing Clothis? I feel like it's a bad idea because you don't want to exile it. You want to be able to Clothis it and gain the life for whatever you do. Yeah. So, we'll see. We will see. Although I'm not entirely convinced that this guy has thought out his deck too much. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting into higher tier play where I can more properly analyze my deck. Let's go ahead and do the Mutate, and we'll start getting some beasties on the side. Some beast on the side. Yeah, I guess we'll go with the Gnar on top. No, actually we shouldn't have done that, but oh well, it's fine. Should have put him down below. had that extra toughness. I don't think it matters a whole lot because I'm not going to tap him anyway, and a Storm's Wrath would kill him either way, 3 or 4. But I guess you could call that a minor mistake. Yeah, I feel like we just grab the black mana here since we have Villas in our hand. Because why not? And do we attack? No, we don't. Because he'll probably kill it. We have these little side beasts to attack with. Little side beast action. This is a funny looking beast. Like, this is a mix between so many different animals. I love it. This is such a great set. Ikoria is one of the coolest sets ever. I think it's going to go down in history as being just like an epic set. A lot of cool stuff in the collector's edition. I love it. I love Ikoria. The mutate mechanic is awful confusing though. Probably one of the most confusing mechanics ever. Okay, so we've got the Titan's Nest. Now, what we can do with the Titan's Nest is we can remove stuff from our graveyard before Klothys gets a hold of it, which is actually pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just play the Titan's Nest. And play the Zagat. Now, another thing that happens with Titan's Nest is when you create mana, you can Nyx Bloom it. Oh, this can't be used for X, which I kind of misjudged earlier when I was building the deck and thinking I need some X spells. But even so, we're still going to get so much mana in play that that's not super relevant. We've only got a couple X spells. We've got just a lot of big guys that need a lot of colorless like these two anyway. So that's kind of cool. I'm not sure why he's blocking this. Okay, I see why he's blocking it now. We lose our creature. That's pretty interesting. Ranger's Guile. Did not expect that. That's actually a pretty good card to have. He gave me the old shock life gain treatment with Clothy. I think Klothys is another really good card. It's from Theros. Another card that's going to go down in history as just totally epic. We'll see what he does here. If he swings, I'm not going to block, but he is not swinging. Let's see what do we get here. Library all day. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and mutate this on the Gnar, and we just get the whole world of advantage. Yes, please. I am Jeff Bezos. Give me everything that ever existed in this world. I need it. Call me Mark Zuckerberg and give me billions in my own island with a wall around it. I just played an Auspicious Starix. That's what this is like sometimes. Okay, we got 3 permanents. We got 3 permanents. Oh, man. Okay, so we're going to untap one of these. Because why not? Get some more mana. Oh, wow. And we can actually play our Nyx Bloom Ancient. But if we do, we have to tap our Starks. It's got 6 health. I don't think he can kill it anyway. Let's just do it. Okay, so we tap out. We play our Nyx Bloom Ancient. We make him cry a little bit. Yeah, you can grab a tissue and start sobbing and whatever you need to do over there on your side of the board. Because over here, we're skyrocketing. We have become the 1%, maybe even the 0.5% at this point. We didn't even need the Titan's Nest. The Titan's Nest has essentially done nothing. We didn't even sift. Now he's going to transmog. What's he going to get? Another of the same thing. What on earth? I still don't understand what his deck is doing. I guess he's going to hit something for 2? Or yeah, that's it. Okay. So I get, we're going to rise the ranks pretty quick with this sort of deck apparently. I didn't really think that would happen. I kind of thought this was going to be like, a toss-up. That can go right to the graveyard. Fine by me. And we got a Cavalier of Thorns. Just amazing. We'll go ahead and untap this. Because why not? Alright, and everything taps for a gazillion mana at this point. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Otherwise he's going to Clothify it. It only adds 1 mana? Okay, let me read the Nyx Bloom. Whenever you tap a permanent for mana. Okay, so this isn't tapping, so obviously it doesn't add that much, but there's 3. We need a tiny bit more. Let's get it out of this forest here. We'll play the Villas, because why not? We still got a bunch of extra mana. Yeah, you can cry now. You can cry. Whenever your opponent's spells your opponent's cast. Okay, so I can hit it with Villas all day, and it's all good. But I think at this point we just start full swinging I just lost all the mana there. That was kind of stupid, but it doesn't even matter. We have so much. And now he's going to think, oh, I'm clever. I can jump block things. But read Villas. Oh, hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. What can we do about that? You know, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You do what you want. Yeah, he killed an exclamation. That is fine. I guess. We'll call it fine. Block in there, block in there. He's got no cards left in his hand. You know, I should have like negative down his Terror of the Peaks one so he couldn't kill my other guy, but honestly, I just don't even care anymore. It's like he's so dead that it doesn't matter that much. Play this Cavalier of Thorns, get more stuff in our yard, put a land into play. We'll take the Castle Garenbrig, I suppose. Now he's going to Clothify something, but that's kind of okay. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, okay, just take your turn. It's fine. Cloth you something. I think we got this one in the bag. That was, honestly, it was a terribly played turn on my behalf, but whatever. Not trying to overthink it. Gaining from that. Thanks for the cards. Appreciate that. It's amazing. Villas is absolutely amazing. I think this card, he's like Gristlebrand strong in a way. Because you get him into play however you want. And all you got to do is lose life, which is very easy for some decks. And you start doing amazing things. Alright, so he's got a bunch of big boys. Please, swing out. I would love it if you would swing out. Oh, he's going to hit something. He's going to target that. Okay, so we're going to negative down 1. That way it only does 7. Sounds good to me. Alright, very good. And then the Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage. Wait. Okay, yep, that's fine. Okay. And it buffs up a little bit. That's also fine. Go ahead and go to combat. Fine with me. Yep, go to your attackers. And then he's not doing anything else. Okay, do we want to do anything before the end of the turn? Nah, we're good. Okay, that can go right to the yard. Alrighty, we're just going to go ahead and play that right away. 1 Great Henge, please. Thank you very much. 1 Villas, please. Thank you very much. We'll search here for a whatever we can get. Forest is fine. And now what? Now what do we do? I guess we play Ugin. Ugin's sort of OP. And we'll just like untap one of these. And then we will... And we have so many options here. I think we kill the Terror of the Peaks. Terror of the Peaks is somewhat of a problem. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. Let's remove some stuff. Let's remove this. Actually, remove this. I just want to make sure he can't actually do anything to hurt me anymore. I don't want to be hurt anymore. Life is hard enough already. Let's remove those. He can search all he wants. That's fine, but... yeah, let's just do this. This is fine. Everything is fine. Let's just remove everything. Just everything's gone. Play the Vivian. Have a little fun with her. Just negative her down a little bit. Next search is amazing. Our next cast is amazing. Let's go ahead and do 3 damage to this here. Sounds good. Okay, well, how much mana do we got? I don't even know. A lot. We'll just go 10. Sounds good. We got 10? Yeah, we got 10. Alright, and then we can play any of these big boys. Who do we want? Who sounds excellent? Let's go with a... let's go with Kogla. Sure, Kogla sounds good. Get some triggers. He will fight the Terror of the Peaks and just slap him in the face really hard. Shabam. Wait, is this deck insane? Am I onto something here? Or am I just against bad players? We'll do a fight. Sure, we'll fight you. And there goes your board. Sorry about your luck. I know it's been a rough game for you. I still have 2 mana here that I haven't even used. And okay, that's it. Yeah, this is just scaled out of control. Absolutely out of control. So fast. What on earth is this deck? This deck feels insane. Like, and I'm just goofing around with it, like I said. So I feel like it has some potential. However, like, what did we played 2 best of 3s. We played against somewhat iffy decks, but that last deck, I could see the point of it. It just wasn't very optimized. I think I'm going to end this video because the stuff in the oven is about done and I'm hungry. But don't forget to give this video a like. Let me know what else you'd like to see. You can send me deck lists. You can send me whatever. I don't know how you're gonna send me deck lists. It's just, I guess you just copy paste it into the comments or something, because I don't have any public Twitter or anything like that now. I'm not really ready to reveal my real self yet on this channel. It's just too small, and I don't know. I guess, yeah, I appreciate all you guys though. I'm just kind of feeling it out and still trying to decide what to do is what I'm saying. But I've got a lot of exciting video ideas coming up. I've got some guests that want to be on the show, and I'm looking forward to being on the show. You know who you are. We're gonna do some deck techs and stuff in the future, but let's keep this one focused on the Titan's Nest. What else is just crazy with Titan's Nest? I feel like I've got most of the crazy stuff in here already. I've got the Cavalier of Thorns. I've got the what else? Fable Passage. It's not that crazy. Auspicious Starks. I feel like having more of these is, you can't really do 4 of these, can't really do 4 of these, can't really do 4 of these. Maybe 2 is enough. Maybe I should drop it down to 1. Is there any other like super card that you really want to see in this deck? Everything's pretty much everything's a permanent, so the Starks always grab something. Oh yeah, the Cavalier. Jeez, this Cavalier of Thorns is just nutty. I love it. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and that's it. Peace out.